2 years ago, I decided I wanted to become an artist, and I thought alongside my degree, I will try this thing out. Pretty quickly, I discovered that you can't just get shows anywhere, and so after 2 years, I finally figured out that I would curate my own. This was an amazing revelation to make, actually, because 2 years before that, thinking I needed to go to these private openings every night, get super drunk, interact with really quite fake people and be fake myself. I actually don't need to do any of that. And what I could do was just focus on creating what I loved and then creating my own shows to not only give myself opportunities, but also give opportunities to other people. And I mean, what a fun thing to do, right? So I'm Alfie. I'm turning artists into their own curators. I've been doing it on Instagram. I've been doing it on TikTok, not so much. And I've had a lot of artists resonating with it. So I thought I'd create some more long form stuff to show you how boring my day-to-day life is, but also share how I come up with my concepts, what my day is filled with, the people I interact with, the events I get to go to, the events I get to curate. There's so many fun things. So let's go. Come here. I've had an idea for a show after I recently did a walking exhibition. What I loved about this was that it literally didn't require a proposal to be written at all. We literally got 4 other artists to walk in the street with their work. Not only did it create a little bit of a splash online, which is way more than a static exhibition would have gotten, but also it made people stop in their tracks in the street, which I thought was like so cool. It really shows how you can make an art show out of anything, so think outside the box. But I got to write a proposal because I'm actually planning a static show, which is based on that. Obviously I can't share too much, but that's what I'm going to be writing. I like my bed, by the way. This was created for about, actually this was kind of expensive. The curtains were the most expensive part about this. It was literally created with curtain rods that have been like, look at that. These are tension rods. The feeling of being in here. These are my stripy pajamas as well. I have gone a bit overboard with the stripes. I think I was going for a sort of hypnotic, psychedelic kind of. If you're wondering what a show proposal actually is, it's basically a document which allows you to deliver the concept that you have in your brain to an individual or a venue or a publication, literally anything, and anybody who you want to convey your idea to and try to convince them to write about your show, to host your show. And it seems obvious to me now, like, oh, of course you can create a document and just send it to people and then you can convince them to do the things that you want them to do. I write my proposals, I then send them to every single venue that I can think of. Your show does not need to be in a white box. People have hosted shows in shipping containers. What I'm going to do is just duplicate my art show proposal that I did for that one and just rewrite it. I have got my own proposal template, which is available on my website. It's £5. That price is never going to change. It helps me be able to live in London. But yeah, there's no tiering system, just one document. And I use it for all of my shows. It's genuinely like one of the best things I've ever created. So the things that I'm going to be focusing on today are the concept, the artist that I'm going to put in the show, the kind of site I want to host it in. I think for this one, I kind of do want a gallery. I also need to think of the timeline. I have a very busy end of my year this year, so I don't know if this is going to be an end of the year thing or if this is going to be 2027. Either way, there's no rush. If you miss an opportunity, there's always going to be another one. Slow down, it'll be fine. I need to tell myself that as well. I'm not an expert in keeping calm. I'm going to go write this now and I'll be back when I'm either at the next stage or I need a break. I haven't finished it yet. The concern that I'm having is, which is normal to have, I actually don't know if the artists who did the walking exhibition would want to participate in this yet. So another thing that I have to do before I get too far with my proposal is actually confirm that they want to do it. So I'm going to text them. Hello, I have an idea. From the participants, and I think those things are really interesting, cool. And I think okay, I've managed to get all of the text done, and I've done the artist portraits. The rest of what I need to do, mock-ups of artworks. Some of the artworks that I'm featuring in this show aren't actually created yet. I also need to update my past exhibition photos. Past exhibition photos are so good for convincing places that you can do exhibitions because it shows them how good you have been in the past. My ones were so old, so I need to update those. All of this stuff can be done at another point. I'm planning for this show to be in early 2027, and it's currently not even August, so there's plenty of time to do that. So that's my work done for today. I'm hungry. Okay. Cool. Watching these videos back, I genuinely, my hair is way too long. I don't know how it's gotten so long in a month. It feels like a helmet. And of course I choose to do my oh, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. Okay. Just great. Confidence back. Another thing I also did today is I have a show in Brick Lane called I Am Your Lobster that has been on for the whole of July, and now it needs to be taken down. Today's the last day of it, but I've managed to wangle an uninstall day of the 3rd of August, which works better for me because I'm meeting somebody else in London to talk about more art things. So I'd rather travel up to London because I'm on my university break at the minute, get everything done on the one day. And there are some other projects that I have to work on. They are a long time away, like maybe 2 months away. But sometimes things, when you put them off, they will sneak up on you very fast. When planning an exhibition, it's crazy how many things at the last minute can go almost wrong. And it's fine for them to go wrong. You just need to find workarounds, or you need to work quicker when you get close to the date. But trying to be as prepared as possible has never been my strong suit, but it's definitely beneficial. For my last one, it was the place got very, very hot very quickly, and I didn't plan for that. Luckily, they had a fan upstairs. If they didn't have that, it would have been quite unbearable. So I got quite lucky. Things do sneak up on you. Most of this is just me writing, so it's quite boring content, but I thought I'd tell you anyway. So that's pretty much my day. I'm definitely going to be filming the day of uninstall and any other projects I have coming up, and the planning, and just me thinking the art that I like, how I pick my artists. So stick around for those. Follow me on all my socials. I'm very active on Instagram, where you can see all of my posts, all of my projects. They hear about it first. And I want to be here to not only share about myself, but help people. So if you have questions, leave it in the comments. I also do video call bookings on my website if you need in-depth tailored help, as well as my proposal template.